All right, we are going to try this again. The one thing I have done differently is to run YouTube out of Chrome instead of Firefox. We'll see if that makes any difference at all, in case there's some sort of a conflict going on in the background. And resume play here and see what is happening. We've got Bob Kaufman at the free throw line for Buffalo, and he hits both free throws to tie the game at 37. 6 minutes to play, second quarter. We're tied at 37. And Boston has the basketball. And Havlicek misses the jump shot. McAdoo takes the rebound, and he is fouled on the rebound by White. Or the rebound foul is called against White. It will be Bob Kaufman going to the line to shoot 2 free throws, as Buffalo is already in the bonus here, as the foul trouble are starting to pile up for the Celtics here in quarter number 2. And that is not helping the Celtics' cause. They can't play defense, they can't shoot the basketball, they can't take care of the basketball, and now they are fouling. And that is why the underdog Buffalo Braves are keeping it close against the Braves here. As Kaufman hits another pair of free throws, he's got 9 points on the night, and it is Buffalo ahead by 2. Boston trailing by 2. They've got Havlicek on the outside, and finally he gets a shot to go. Pauses, pumps, nothing but net. We're tied at 39. And now the other way, we've got McAdoo inside posting up on Kaburski. And now I've reset the settings so that I am getting all the computer's calling all the plays all by itself. Cowens takes the rebound there. And hopefully we'll get a block shot by ELMORE Smith here on the shot by Cowens. Kaburski comes down with the offensive board and has it stolen away by McAdoo. Randy Smith with a quick jump shot for Buffalo, and that is good. Buffalo is now up by 4. 43-39. Back come the Celtics. They get it inside to Kaburski. Kaburski with the finger roll, steps around McAdoo, lays it up around the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by McAdoo, and it will be Kaburski to shoot 2. And maybe this will be an opportunity for me to jump into the settings. Good evening, Captain Carl, and how are you? Thank you for jumping in here. This is my second attempt at doing the broadcast. The Action PC basketball software crashed on me in the first attempt. I don't know if you were in the chat room when that took place or any of that, but we are back in action here in a close ball game. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and Boston trailing by 4 now on a mini run here by the Buffalo Braves in this playoff game. Kaburski at the free throw line for Boston hits the first. As McAdoo sits down and John Hummer takes his place. McAdoo has just picked up his 3rd personal foul, so he will be probably on the bench the rest of the first half. Kaburski hits both free throws, and it's a 2-point game. 43-41, Buffalo with the lead and the basketball. Open inside is Hummer. He's got JoJo White on his hip on the screen. Hummer with a good-looking shot at a jump hook inside, scores. And Buffalo back on top by 4. Buffalo looks inside to Cowens. Cowens working on ELMORE Smith down there. Very strong defender. The left-handed hook by Cowens is good. Cowens was undersized, but he had great shoulders and knew how to operate in the paint, both as a scorer and a rebounder. And he showed his mettle there, scoring over ELMORE Smith to pull Boston back to within 2. Buffalo runs the offense. Wohl has it on the outside, being guarded by Havlicek. 12 on the shot clock. Wohl's going to take it inside. He's cut off by Kuberski. The shot by Wohl is blocked. Cowens came over and blocked that shot. The rebound is snagged by Smith. He sends it back out to Wohl. We've now got 9 on the shot clock. The ball goes over to Smith out at the top of the key. Smith from the outside drives. He's cut off by Cowens. He shoots and misses. Off the heel of the rim, rebound grabbed by ELMORE Smith for Buffalo. Braves working hard on the offensive glass. ELMORE Smith with a putback attempt. The short jump shot is good. ELMORE Smith leads all scorers with 12 points. He's also got 7 rebounds, a game high for both squads. So it's been a big night for ELMORE Smith here in the first half. Buffalo now leads by 4, 47-43. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Boston with the basketball. Inside with it is Kuberski. He's got Randy Smith on him on the switch. Kuberski takes the jumper from in close and scores. So Kuberski with 4 points off the bench for Boston. It's again a 2-point game. Open on the inside for Buffalo is Hummer. Hummer works his way into the paint, fights off the double team, lays it up no good. And the rebound is taken by Cowens, and Cowens is fouled by Hummer on the loose ball foul. Substitutions now for both sides, as the ball is in the hands of Boston. With 3:46 to play, the Celtics trail by 2. Inside they go to Cowens. Cowens in the paint working on ELMORE Smith. Smith's all over him, and Cowens is forced to call the timeout. They'll have 17 on the shot clock as Boston coach Tom Heinsohn sets up a play for the Celtics, who are attempting to tie the game. Nelson to inbound. The ball goes into Cowens, back to Nelson working his way into the paint. Nelson very strong in the paint for a smaller guy. His short jump shot is up and good. Don Nelson, quite a spark. 8 points off the bench for the Celtics, and we're tied at 47 as we say, welcome back to Zalapsky Smurf. I don't know if you were on at the beginning of the broadcast or at the beginning of the rebroadcast. I did reboot. I did run in administrator mode. I did 2 things differently. I turned off the sound effects of the game. That's one thing that Dave Cook suggested to me on a previous interaction. And the other thing I did was switch from Firefox to Chrome for my YouTube studio. And we'll see if those 2 things have anything to do with the performance here, as I'm curious if there might have been some sort of conflict between 2 programs trying to run in the background. So the ball is inbounds now to Buffalo. We're tied at 47, and the pass goes into Hummer, working inside against Kuberski, banging away in the low post. They're trying to trap him. Hummer can't get the shot to fall. Cowens takes the rebound for Boston. Boston comes back the other way. Kuberski beats the defense back, gets the pass from Havlicek. It's knocked away, out of bounds. Last touched by Kuberski. It'll be Buffalo basketball. 47 all now, 3 minutes to play before halftime. Into the game for the first time for Boston is Mark Minor, a rookie out of the Ohio State University. Three minutes to play. The open man is Garrett on the perimeter. Working on Havlicek out there. Havlicek, a good defender. Garrett's shot is off target. The rebound bounces out of bounds. Last touched by the Braves. It'll be Celtics basketball. The Celtics are going to try and run one for Havlicek again. He gets the ball on the wing. He's defended by Garrett. The quick jump shot by Havlicek is good. He's got 9 points now. He leads the Celtics in spite of the rough night it has been. Havlicek with 9 points and 5 assists, along with a bucket full of turnovers. Buffalo basketball. Garrett has it on the outside, guarded tightly by Havlicek. The ball goes to Hummer down low. Hummer across to Smith. Smith on the inside against Cowan, shoots and misses. And JoJo White takes the rebound for Buffalo. It's 4-on-4 going the other way. And JoJo White wants to push the tempo. White sends it to Mark Minor on the right wing. Minor dumps it down to Cowens on the inside, and Cowens lays it up and good. 6 points now for Dave Cowens. Boston leads by 4. Buffalo works it inside to Kaufman. Kaufman working on Minor in the paint. He's got a good look off the glass, off the rim, no good. And the rebound is taken down by White, but we've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Minor. And that will send Bob Kaufman to the free throw line. He's 7 of 8 today. And on this occasion, he's got 3 to make 2. Kaufman rolls the first one home. And into the game for Boston is the rookie Paul Westfall. Paul Westfall would go ahead and have a magnificent career, although he didn't see a whole lot of action in his rookie season with the Celtics. Multiple substitutions for the Celtics. In fact, they've got the full second unit in the game now with Art Williams and Westfall in the backcourt. The veterans Tom Sanders and Don Nelson as the forwards. And the very popular Hank Finkel at the center position. Buffalo comes back with Comives and Garrett in the backcourt. The starter Kaufman at the small forward with Hummer at the power forward. And Elmore Smith, the starter, in at the center position. So it is Kaufman preparing to take the second free throw here. He connects on that one, and it's a 2-point game. 51-49. Boston with the lead in the basketball, just under 2 minutes before halftime. Art Williams now running the offense. Sends it inside to Nelson. Nelson's picked up by Elmore Smith on the switch, but Nelson still manages to get the jump shot off and scores it. 10 points off the bench for Don Nelson. He is the man for the Celtics here tonight. Boston is up on top by 4. Butch Comives with the shot at it for Buffalo. He actually dribbles around Art Williams, tries to find Smith underneath. That pass went right between his legs and out of bounds. A little too much mustard on that hot dog. Boston now leading by 4 with the basketball. Minute and a half to play. Motion offense. Williams signals a play. They send it to Minor on the outside. Minor loops his way into the lane, step fakes, drives, and commits the offensive foul. The rookie got a little ahead of himself there. And the ball goes back over to Buffalo. Minute and 11 to play before halftime. We've got Bob McAdoo back into the game. He's guarded closely by Cowens. Smith brings the ball up, dumps it off to Garrett. Two-man game, Garrett and Smith out on top. It'll be Smith from the outside, taking the jump shot and scoring. Howard Finkel is moonlighting from his WWE gig. That is exactly why I keep calling him Howard instead of Hank. May Howard rest in peace. It's a 2-point game here in Boston Garden as Randy Smith hits the jump shot to make it a 53-51 game with a minute to play in the second period. The ball goes inside to Cowens. Cowens working on McAdoo down low. Cowens turns left, spins right, shoots, and scores. Cowens just has such good footwork in the low block that the rookie McAdoo couldn't do much anything about that. And Boston goes back on top by 4, 55-51. Buffalo wants McAdoo. McAdoo on the inside, posting up against Cowens. Strong move, but his shot is blocked by Cowens. Nice defense, and it is Hank Finkel coming up with it for the Celtics. Havlicek and White want to run. It's 2-on-2 in transition. Havlicek dribbles to his left. Sends it over to White. And White loses it out of bounds for yet another turnover. That is 16 turnovers for Boston here in this first half. And that is the main reason why Buffalo has been able to keep it close, in spite of the fact that they're shooting less than 39% from the field. Buffalo back on offense. Smith tries to get it to McAdoo, tipped away and stolen by White. 20 seconds to go in the half, and Boston will hold for the final shot of the period. White's got it on the outside. Sends it to Cowens on the baseline. Defended by McAdoo. Rises up and fires, and Cowens hits the baseline jump shot. He's picked up the pace here in the second period. He's got 10, and Boston goes up by 6 with 2 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll see if Buffalo can get a shot off. Trailing by 6, it's Wohl. Wohl over to Smith. Smith from the top of the key, the fadeaway way off target. Hank Finkel grabs the rebound, and that is the end of the first half. And D. Scott Howard has made it back. Thank you, my man. Celtics are going to get an earful at halftime, especially if Howard Finkel has anything to say about it. All right, let's see if we can get a look at the box score. Although we're starting this flickering business again. And here we go again. My goodness gracious. This is going to have to be an email to Dave Cook to get this worked out. So we get the box score. 57-51 is your score. Boston on top by 6. Havlicek 3 for 7 from the field, 7 turnovers. Count them, 7 turnovers to go with 9 points and 5 assists. Cowens with 10 and Nelson with 10 for the Celtics. Shooting 54% from the field, but those 16 turnovers are killers. For Buffalo, it is Elmore Smith with 12 points and 7 rebounds. Kaufman with 12 points, 9 of 10 from the free throw line is Bob Kaufman. McAdoo really having a struggle of his own. 3 for 12 from the field, 9 points. And that is your halftime box score. While I have your attention, we will also talk about the other happenings on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Tomorrow night there will be Heartland Championship Wrestling, probably about 8:30 Central Time tomorrow night. Not sure about that for sure, but we do have action from Patriots Championship Wrestling. Ed Strangler Lewis will take on Harley Race. The New Age Outlaws will take on the Natural Disasters, Earthquake, and Typhoon. And in the main event, it will be a number one contenders match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship, with the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, doing battle with Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. So if you like brutal brawling in your wrestling matches, come check out Heartland Championship Wrestling tomorrow night. On Sunday, we'll be back with My Journey with Jesus as we talk about flying mulberry trees from Luke chapter 17. And that wraps things up for the action this weekend on the channel. Now let's see if we can get back into some basketball action. It's a 6-point game. And we're ready to jump things up here to start the second half. Boston controls the tip. They're moving from left to right on your computer screen. And immediately they look inside to Cowens. Cowens really was heating things up at the end of the second quarter. He starts off the third quarter with a miss, but he is not fouled. But we've got a whistle on the rebound and a loose ball foul called against Paul Silas. That's his third. So we've got the starting lineups in the game for both teams. Buffalo with the basketball now trailing by 6. Open on the wing is Wool. They send it over to him. He's got Havlicek in his grill. Gets around Havlicek, gets into the lane, shoots and scores. Nice move by Dave Wool to get around Havlicek and get the shot off before Silas could come over and on the help. It's a 4-point game, 57-53, Boston with the lead and the basketball. White has it out on top. Picked up by Randy Smith. White wants to attack. He gets into the lane. He's cut off by Kaufman. The shot over Kaufman's up and good. Good-looking move there by JoJo White. He's got 8 points, and once again, it's a 6-point game. The pace is picking up here at the beginning of the third. It's Randy Smith now from the outside. Sends it to Wool. Wool back to Smith, cutting to the lane. Smith stops and pops. That's no good. Rebound comes off to Kaufman. Kaufman with the putback attempt. Steps around Chaney and drops it home. A stellar performance continues for Bob Kaufman. He's got 13. Once again, it's a 4-point game. Back and forth we go. White calls the offense. Asks for the screen. Cowens comes over to put the pick on him. And White finds Havlicek open on the baseline. The baseline jump shot by Havlicek is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for John Havlicek, and it is once again a 6-point game. Buffalo on the offense. Wool on the outside, picked up by Chaney. Wool looks into the paint. He finds Kaufman. The short jump shot by Kaufman is off the rim, no good. Wool takes the rebound out of the scrum and sends it back to Randy Smith to reset the offense. Buffalo still trails by 6. Randy Smith sends it to McAdoo in the paint. McAdoo working on Silas on the inside. Sweet move to the bucket by McAdoo. The shot is up and good. Give the assist to Kaufman on that one. It's back to a 4-point game, 61-57. Boston's going to run it through Havlicek this time. He connected on his last attempt. And now we've got an offensive foul on Havlicek. Goodness gracious. Havlicek just can't buy a break here tonight. Buffalo back on offense, and again they work it in the paint to Kaufman. 8-footer by Kaufman is good. And Kaufman's got 15 points and a whistle and a foul. And it is a foul on Chaney. That will be 4 on Chaney. He's going to have to leave the game. And Bob Kaufman goes to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. Kaufman hits the free throw. He has got now 16 points on the game, and the lead is cut to 1, 61-60. Boston on the offense, they work it inside to Nelson. The pass goes across the court to Cowens. Cowens shoots up over ELMORE Smith and scores it. Dave Cowens getting work done inside. Boston leads by 3. Here's Kaufman on the outside now, squaring up on Don Nelson. Kaufman from 14 feet out has it kicked away by Nelson. Last touched by the Celtics. Buffalo will reset with 12 on the shot clock. They look inside to McAdoo. A set play off the inbounds. McAdoo steps around Silas and drops it home. Give the assist to Dave Wohl on that play. That's 6 assists for Wohl. It's a 1-point game. And boy, both sides have really picked up the tempo here on the offense in this third period. And it's a lot more fun to watch. Boston now gets it inside to Silas. He shoots over Kaufman and it's up and good. 65-62 Celtics. Buffalo with the basketball. Randy Smith has it on the outside, watched by Nelson. 15 on the shot clock. They go inside to ELMORE Smith. Smith in the middle. Pump fakes. Cowens gets up in the air. He shoots and scores. I don't know how Cowens didn't foul him on that play, but the basket is good, and once again it is a 1-point game. Boston looks inside to Nelson. Working on the paint on McAdoo. Gets into the traffic, lays it up, and good. Nelson, a wide body, played bigger than he was. And he now has 12 points off the bench for the Celtics. Boston back on top by 3. Buffalo's again going to work it through Kaufman. Wohl's got it on the outside, gets it to Kaufman at the elbow. The elbow jump shot by Kaufman is offline, but the offensive board is taken by McAdoo. McAdoo on the putback attempt. Dribbles once, gets into the lane, takes it up strong. It won't go. And Paul Silas muscles the rebound out of the crowd for Boston. Boston quickly runs back down the court. Dave Cowens is all by himself under the basket. They try to get the pass to him, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And that is going to go against Don Nelson for a moving pick, which explains why Dave Cowens was all by himself under the basket. Ball goes back over to the Buffalo Braves. They still trail by 3. Now under 9 minutes to play in the third. Buffalo runs the set. They get it inside to Smith. Smith working on Cowens. Misses the short jump shot. Smith grabs his own rebound, but he's called for the loose ball foul, and we go back the other way. Boston still leads by 3, 67-64. And this time on the offensive set, they look inside to Silas. Silas takes the pass from Havlicek. Rises up inside. His shot is too strong. But he is fouled hard on the play by McAdoo, and that is his 4th. Silas steps to the line for 2 free throws. First shot is up and good. 11 points now for Paul Silas, as McAdoo is forced to once again leave the game in foul trouble to be replaced by John Hummer. Silas misses the second free throw. ELMORE Smith takes the rebound, and Buffalo will come back to the offensive set, trailing by 4. 8.5 to play in the third period. Buffalo runs the offense through Wohl. Wohl facing up against Havlicek, wants to get into the lane. Goes hard to the rack. He's cut off by Silas. The shot by Wohl is too strong. And Cowens takes the rebound for Boston. It's 5-on-4 going the other way as ELMORE Smith is slow to get back. Can Boston take advantage in transition? They've got it with Silas on the baseline. Silas sends it to White, cutting down the lane. White lays it home. Nicely done on the transition basket by Boston. They now lead by 6, their biggest lead of the ballgame. As we say hello to Al, Red Sox fan in the chat room. Let's go Celtics, says Al. And the Celtics are on a run here. They have their biggest lead of the game, 70-64, against the very stubborn and pesky Buffalo Braves. 8 minutes to play in the third. The pass goes to Wohl on the perimeter. The perimeter jump shot by Wohl is off target. And a long rebound comes down into the hands of JoJo White, and Boston gets another possession. Al, Red Sox fan, is the good luck fan for the Celtics. He's their good luck charm. They've been on a roll here now. Here's an inside look to Nelson. Nelson steps around Kaufman, lays it up, and good. And Don Nelson has been stellar here tonight. He's got 14. He leads the Celtics, and the Celtics have opened up an 8-point lead. Buffalo desperately trying to get something going on the offensive end. The ball's in the hands of ELMORE Smith. He's about 11 feet out. He can't get a shot off from there. He sends it to Kaufman inside. Kaufman from close range shoots and misses. And Havlicek takes the rebound for Boston. Boston beginning to assert themselves here in the third period. Havlicek and White running the rotation out on top. The pass goes into the lane to Nelson. Very effective down low tonight is Nelson. He's fouled by Kaufman. And that is number 2 on Kaufman. And that will be a side out for the Celtics. As Nelson's going to catch a breather here with Tom Sanders coming into the ball game. 7.5 minutes to play in the third. Boston on top by 8. Sanders to inbound for the Celtics. They've got 14 on the shot clock. The pass comes into JoJo White. White sends it over to Havlicek. Havlicek lets it fly. It's no good. And the rebound is taken by Buffalo for John Hummer. It's 3-on-3 going the other way. Smith with Wohl and Kaufman on the wings. Randy Smith pushing the tempo. Dribbling hard to his right. Cross courts it to Kaufman. Kaufman to the left hand. Cannot get the layup to go. Kaufman couldn't convert. The ball is tipped around and Havlicek escapes with it for the Celtics. Now the Celtics have numbers going the other way. Outlet pass to JoJo White. Over to Havlicek on the left. Havlicek takes it himself, goes to the left hand, lays it home. And he draws the foul on Smith. Give that foul to Randy Smith, his first. And Havlicek goes to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. Boston is on a run here. They have opened up a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. And Havlicek makes it an 11-point lead as he completes the 3-point play. He's now got 14. And the lead for Boston is 11. Al, Red Sox fan, indeed the good luck charm for the Celtics here tonight. Buffalo has been scoreless for some time. Randy Smith now with the basketball facing up on White. Smith aggressively into the lane to his right hand. His layup is no good. And Cowens takes the rebound for Boston. The wheels have fallen off here in the third quarter for the Buffalo Braves. Boston has scored 10 straight. White over to Havlicek. Havlicek from the wing finds Silas down low. Silas from the inside drives to the basket, and he's called for the charge. That is the 4th foul on Paul Silas, and he now has to go to the bench to be replaced by Steve Kaburski. Buffalo looking to make something happen. Hummer now into the game. They go inside to Hummer. He quickly steps around Sanders and lays that one up and good. And that ends the 3-minute drought for the Braves, but they still trail by 9. And they've got an uphill battle here in the third to get back into this one. White to Havlicek on the wing. Havlicek with the jump shot. He buries that one. Havlicek heating up here in the third period. He's now got 16. And the lead for Boston is back up to 11. Buffalo now has it in the hands of Smith. Randy Smith looks inside to Kaufman. Kaufman gets it on the baseline. Puts up the baseline jump shot. It's too short. ELMORE Smith comes in to grab the offensive board for Boston. ELMORE pump fakes. Up and down. His shot is no good. But once again, ELMORE gets his own rebound. And ELMORE Smith off the third effort lays it up and good. What an effort by ELMORE Smith. It took him 3 tries, but he got it home. And the lead is cut to 9. We're at the midway point of the third quarter. Boston with the basketball leading 77-68. The open man for the Celtics inside is Cowens. He draws the double team. And he's fouled by Hummer. That is going to put Boston into the penalty already as we're only midway through the period. And that will send Dave Cowens to the free throw line for 2 shots. Cowens good on the first. Cowens missed the second, and the rebound is taken by ELMORE Smith. Smith now with 11 rebounds to go with 16 points. A very good night for the big man out of Kentucky State. Buffalo with the basketball trailing by 10. Randy Smith wants the entry pass to ELMORE Smith. ELMORE Smith gets the little jump shot inside and scores it. Make it 18 points for ELMORE Smith. The lead once again is cut to 8. Can Buffalo get a stop? White has it on the outside, shoots and scores. He did not hesitate, and he drilled that one, putting Boston back up by 10. 5.5 to play in the third. Buffalo looks inside once again to ELMORE Smith, and this time Smith had it knocked away and stolen by JoJo White. White came over on the double team and picked his pocket, and Boston with a chance to extend the lead. The pass goes to Cowens down low. Cowens playing very well here in the second half. Kicks it back out to Havlicek. Havlicek with the jump shot from 16 feet out. That's no good, but he is fouled by Smith. And that will send John Havlicek to the free throw line for 2 shots and the bonus. Havlicek hits the first. Yeah, this is the kind of dominance that I was expecting from Boston throughout the game. But the first half was a struggle. And it wasn't until the third quarter when Boston found the rhythm. And they have pulled out to a comfortable lead. And Havlicek now makes it a 12-point lead as he hits the second free throw. And the Celtics enjoy their biggest lead of the game. Randy Smith now with it for the Braves. Shoves it inside to ELMORE Smith, and Smith is fouled hard by Cowens. Pushed to the floor. And if it were the year 2022, we would have ELMORE Smith on the floor crying his eyes out, and the referee's running over to watch a replay to call some kind of a intentional or a flagrant foul. But this is the 70s when men were men and fouls were fouls, and that's all there was to it. Buffalo still trails by 12. We're under 5 to play in the third. Hewitt back into the game for Buffalo to inbound. Gets it to Wohl. Wohl to Hewitt on the low block. In with the tall trees. The short jump shot by Hewitt is good. So Bill Hewitt, the fifth-year man out of USC, comes into the game, gets the basket and the foul. Nelson called for the foul. That is 4 on Nelson. So another key member of the Celtics hits the bench with foul trouble as Hewitt steps to the line, completes the three-point play, and cuts the lead to 9. 82-73, Boston with the lead and the basketball. They've got options. White sends it to Havlicek on the wing. Havlicek tries to send it back to White, but Randy Smith steps into the passing lane and picks that one off. Good play by Randy Smith, anticipating on the defense. They're going to look inside to Hewitt. Can he work his magic a second time? Double pumps. Good look inside. Shot comes off the rim, no good. Offensive board called by Kaufman, but we've got a whistle and a foul, and that is going to go against Hewitt, coming over the back on the loose ball. And Dave Cowens will head back to the free throw line for another 2 shots for the Celtics. Cowens rolls the first one home. Now with 14 points on the night, looking to make it 15 here. Cowens hits them both. And Boston goes back on top by 11. 4:20 to play. 84-73 is the score here in period number 3. And Buffalo's going to try and work it into ELMORE Smith once again. Gets the entry pass from Garrett. He's got Sanders on his hip. But Sanders gets up into the air and swats the shot. ELMORE Smith thought he had an easy look. Sanders made the recovery, made the block. Kaufman with the offensive board for Boston. Kaufman to his left hand. Cannot get the shot to go. And Sanders got a piece of that one as well. And we've got a whistle on the rebound and a loose ball foul against the Celtics. They call that one on Kuberski. That is his first. And now we have got Buffalo into the bonus situation with the next foul. This one looks like it will be a side out. And indeed, it will be Dick Garrett with the shot on the outside. Takes the inbound pass, shoots it up over Minor, and scores it. Dick Garrett on the assist from Randy Smith makes it once again a 9-point game. Under 4 to go in the third. Boston looks inside to Cowens. In the land of the Giants. Strong move against ELMORE Smith, but the shot is off target. And Smith takes the rebound for Buffalo. It's 3-on-3 going the other way with Smith and Garrett and Kaufman. Randy Smith pushing the tempo. Dribbles to his right. Sends it to Kaufman on the inside. Kaufman drives the lane and lays it up and good. 18 points now for Kaufman. The lead is cut to 7. Can Buffalo get it done again on the defensive side? Boston looking inside. Havlicek down to Kuberski down low. Kuberski with a pump fake. The shot is no good. But we've got a foul on the play, and that will be whistled on Hewitt. And that will send Kuberski to the free throw line. Steve Kuberski, 3 to make 2. First shot falls off the rim, no good. He'll have 2 more cracks at it. Number 2 is up and good. And Kuberski hits the bonus. The lead is back up to 9, 86-77. 3.5 minutes to play in the third. Buffalo with the ball. They get it to Garrett on the wing. Picked up by Havlicek. Fakes, drives the lane. and he is grabbed by Minor on the way by. Garrett was double teamed by a couple of Ohio State Buckeyes. Minor fouled him, and Garrett will go to the line with Buffalo in the bonus. Garrett hits the first. Garrett hits them both, and the lead is once again cut to 7. 86-79. Boston with the lead as JoJo White sets up the offense. And once again, the Celtics look inside to Cowens. Guarded by Elmore Smith. Smith knocks it away. And Boston will retain possession. Good hands by Elmore Smith to knock that one away, but Boston will reset here with 13 on the shot clock. They get it into Kuberski. Kuberski comes off the screen. He's got a mismatch down low against Garrett, and he very adeptly steps around Garrett, using the rim as an ally, lays that one home, and the lead is back to 9. 88-79. Buffalo back on offense. They look to Kaufman. Kaufman gets his way down into the paint. Cannot get the shot to fall. And the rebound is taken by JoJo White for Boston. Quick outlet to Havlicek. Havlicek back to White. It's a 3-on-1 break for the Celtics. White's got it in the center of the floor. Steps around Hewitt, takes it into the lane, lays it up, and good. JoJo White just beat Hewitt down the floor, gets the easy layup. And it is now, once again, an 11-point lead, 90-79, the Celtics on top. Buffalo gets it to Garrett on the wing. Back to Butch Comives, back to Garrett on top. Garrett drives to the basket, sends it over to Kaufman on the baseline. Kaufman back to Garrett. The fall-away jumper by Garrett is short. And the rebound is taken by Cowens. Boston with a chance to open up their biggest lead of the night if they can convert here. Cowens has a look from the baseline. Elmore Smith slow to get out. Cowens steps around Smith. His shot is no good. And the rebound is taken by Hewitt for the Braves. Empty possession for the Celtics that time. Now Comives with it to Garrett. Garrett inside to Hewitt down low. Hewitt back out to Comives on the perimeter. Boston's all over him, and Comives has to call timeout. We have just over 2 minutes to play in the third. Buffalo still trails by 11. They've got 13 seconds to get a shot off with this possession. Hewitt to inbound. Comives had it on the inside, sent it out to Kaufman on the wing, and we've got a whistle and an illegal defense warning issued to Boston. That will give the Buffalo Braves a fresh 24. As Comives with it, sends it to Garrett. And Garrett dumps it inside to Kaufman, cross-courts it to Hummer. Good ball movement by the Braves. Can they get a good shot? They've got it to Garrett, defended by Havlicek, and Garrett cannot connect. He rolls around the cylinder and out. Rebound grabbed by Cowens for the Celtics. Under 2 minutes to play. Boston with an 11-point lead. Entry pass to Cowens. The left-handed hook over Hummer is good. And Boston goes up by 13, 92-79. A minute and a half to play in the third. Boston enjoying their biggest lead. Comives on the outside. Comes off the screen. Has a good look at a jump shot, but left it short. And the rebound is taken by Cowens. That is his 10th. Boston looking to put some distance between themselves and these pesky Buffalo Braves. The ball is in the hands of Havlicek at the free throw line. Powers his way into the basket. Shoots and misses. Collision with Hummer. No call. And the rebound for Buffalo is taken by Bob Kaufman. Kaufman with a quick outlet to Butch Comives. Buffalo with the numbers in transition. It's 4-on-2. It's Garrett across to Kaufman. Kaufman to the left hand, into the lane, lays it up, and no good. Kaufman missed the layup. And JoJo White takes the rebound for Boston. White now dribbling end to end the other way. Under a minute to play in the third. White dumps it to Cowens on the inside. Cowens back to White on the give and go. White to the left hand, lays it up. That's no good. But the long rebound comes out to Dave Cowens. Little amusing turn of events on the chalkboard there. But now Boston has the ball. They've got a fresh 24 seconds. 53 seconds to play in the third quarter as they set up the offense, and the ball is in the hands of Cowens from the baseline. Has a good look at a shot, but it's too strong. And finally, Bob Kaufman takes the rebound for Buffalo. They get it to Hewitt on the baseline. They're running their Whiskey Tango Foxtrot offense. Hewitt has very few options. And away from the ball, we have an illegal screen, and that's called on Bob Kaufman. And that's no big surprise. That was just a complete muddle of bodies for the Braves on that offensive set. They couldn't figure out whether to wind their watch or scratch their nose. And finally, it was Kaufman being called for the illegal screen, and the ball goes back over to Boston. Multiple substitutions on both sides. Into the game for the first time for Buffalo is the second-year man, Fred Hilton, out of Grambling State. We're seeing him for the first time. Paul Westfall back in the game along with Art Williams in the backcourt for Boston, as they have all of their starters resting for the last 21 seconds of the third quarter with a 13-point lead. And it looks like the Braves are going to try and hold for the final shot of the period. Westfall on the outside, pick and roll with Hank Finkel. They get Finkel loose for the short rainbow. That's no good. Tom Sanders takes the offensive board for Boston. He's got 3 seconds to try and put up a follow-up shot. The fadeaway by Sanders at the buzzer is no good. And that will be the end of the third period. But it was a very good third period for the Celtics, as Boston has taken control of this one with a 13-point lead. And we go to the third quarter box score, and we see that it was a 35-28 advantage for the Celtics. 35 points on the period for Boston. Good for them. They took much better care of the basketball. John Havlicek now leads the Celtics with 18 points. Dave Cowens with 17 and 11 rebounds. JoJo White, 14 points, 9 rebounds. And, of course, Don Nelson off the bench with 14. For the Braves, it is Kaufman with 18, Smith with 18, McAdoo 13. As our Red Sox fan says, now close it out, Boston. Havlicek was the man in that third quarter for the Celtics with 9 points. 8 for White, 7 for Cowens. Their big three coming up big on the offense for the Celtics in that third period. All right, let's see if the Celtics can close it out here from the Boston Garden. It's getting late here in Boston. It's getting late here in Madison, Wisconsin. It is almost 11 o'clock, and we are just getting started with the third quarter. Thank you to Al and D. Scott and Zalapsky and everybody who has stuck it out through all of the technical glitches tonight. I don't know if it was killing the sound or if it was switching from Firefox to Chrome for the broadcast, but things have gone pretty smoothly on this restart. And Boston will tip things off here, leading by 13. Hummer and Cowens to jump things up to start the period. And the tip is controlled by Boston. JoJo White will bring the Celtics offense down the floor as Boston attempts to finish the deal here in the Garden and move on to the silver tier of the playoffs. The ball is in the hands of White. He's picked up by Kaufman on the switch. The ball goes inside to Cowens. Cowens delivers it to Kuberski, and Kuberski is fouled by McAdoo. Oh my goodness, what a silly foul by McAdoo. That is his fifth, and he is going to have to head to the bench at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that puts a serious crimp in any chance that the Braves had of making a comeback. As Boston wants to just end the suspense here, leading by 13. They send it to Havlicek. Havlicek got it going in the third. He's got a clean look at the drive. Comes off the screen by Kuberski, and he is knocked to the floor. He's knocked to the floor on a hand check foul call on Hummer. That Hummer must have some strong hands. That is the second team foul quickly on Buffalo. Boston to inbound with a fresh 24. Sanders will trigger the play as they look inside to Cowens. Cowens guarded by Hummer down low. Steps around Hummer. The two-handed layup is around the rim and out. JoJo White comes up with the rebound. That's 10 rebounds on the night for JoJo White. White dumps it back out to Havlicek. Havlicek with it on the outside. Watched by Garrett, takes the shot and leaves it short. And the rebound is taken for Buffalo by Hummer. Buffalo sets up for their first possession of the quarter. They get it to Garrett. On the wing. Gets a ball screen. Has an open look from the top of the circle. Steps around Cowens, has it knocked away and stolen by JoJo White. Silly play there by Garrett. He had an open look. Instead, he tried to get into the lane and had his pocket picked clean. Boston now with a transition break, 4-on-3. JoJo White down the center of the court. White makes it right. They dump it to Sanders, the trailer. And Sanders cannot get the layup to go. The ball is batted around, and finally Hewitt grabs it for Buffalo. Buffalo to reset. This game is far from over. It's only a 13-point deficit. Plenty of time for the Braves to make a run if they can get off the schneid here offensively. The pass goes to Komives on the outside. Komives from 15 is true. First field goal for the night for the journeyman Howie Komives. And the lead is cut to 11. 92-81. 10.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Boston goes to Cowens inside, and Cowens is called for the charge. Now it's Boston that's had a little scoring drought. Can Buffalo take advantage? Open on the outside is Garrett. Garrett comes off a screen. He's got an open look from the wing. He misses badly. He's complaining that Kuberski got him on the arm. But his tail grows tiresome, according to the referees. And Boston has another opportunity here in transition. It's White. Will he take it himself? He dribbles to his right. He gets into the lane. He finds Havlicek on the baseline. Havlicek has it stolen away, knocked away by Hummer. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Celtics. So an empty possession there in transition by Boston, and Buffalo has a chance to once again cut into the lead. Open on the inside is Hummer. Hummer with a turnaround jump shot over Cowens. That's no good. But the offensive board is taken by Bob Kaufman. Bob Kaufman comes up strong on the putback and scores it. 20 points now for Bob Kaufman. The lead is cut to 7, 92-85. Can Boston get the offense going? Actually, forgive me, it's 92-83, a 9-point game. Boston needs to get it going here on the offensive end. Once again, they try Cowens on the inside. From the lane, he's fouled hard by Hummer. And that is number 5 on Hummer. As the fouls continue to pile up, and that will bring ELMORE Smith back into the game for Buffalo. And it will be a side out for the Celtics. They still lead by 9. As Tom Sanders prepares to inbound. The inbounds pass comes to Kaburski on the low block. Kaburski working on Hewitt. Tries to cross court it to Cowens. It's knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by Kaburski. That's a turnover. 23 turnovers now on the night for Boston. They can't have that bug come back to bite them if they expect to maintain this lead. But Buffalo is being stubborn and keeping it close. They look inside to ELMORE Smith. Smith working now on Silas on the low block. His shot is blocked by Silas. Nice defensive positioning by Silas. Denies ELMORE Smith. Cowens takes the rebound, and Buffalo is denied. Boston gets it to Havlicek. 9 minutes to play. They're going to run the offense through Havlicek. He probes the defense. He drives. He dumps it inside to Silas. Silas can't get the jump shot to go, and the long rebound is taken by ELMORE Smith for Buffalo. Buffalo is going to push the tempo in transition. Comives leading the break. Comives dribbles down the center of the floor. Dumps it to Garrett. And Garrett tries to get it to ELMORE Smith, the trailer, and it gets away from him out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Boston. Under 9 to play. Boston still leads by 9. 92-83. Boston's going to work it over to Havlicek. Havlicek on the wing. He's going to pull the trigger from deep, and it's offline. ELMORE Smith takes the rebound. Boston has gone cold, but Buffalo is unable to take advantage. This time they're going to set the half-court offense. They get it to Wohl. Wohl on the outside guarded by Havlicek. Wohl looking to the inside, gets it down to Smith on the low block. The little jump shot by Smith is good. And now the lead has been cut to 7, 92-85. The crowd here in the Boston Garden is getting anxious as the lead begins to trickle away. Boston has the ball with White. Top of the key picked up by Smith. Smith knocks it away. Boston retains possession. 12 on the shot clock as Tom Heinsohn calls a play for the Celtics. The play is for Cowens down low. It's knocked away. Cowens tries to call timeout, but he's tied up by Smith, and we'll have a jump ball. Good interior defense by ELMORE Smith. It will be Smith and Cowens to jump it up, and it is Boston who controls the tip. JoJo White has it. White looks to Havlicek. Havlicek on the wing is fouled by Wohl. 14 fouls now on Buffalo, none yet on Boston. It's a side out for the Celtics. 8 minutes to play now in this game. The lead is 7. Chaney to inbound. The pass goes to White out on top. White has Randy Smith in his grill. Top of the key, calls for the pick. Gets the pick from Silas. White to the left hand, lays it up and good. Very nicely done there by the Celtics. As White got into the lane, got loose on the screen, and converted, the lead is back to 9. Can Buffalo answer? They run a screen to Wohl on the outside. Wohl with a long jump shot is off iron, no good. ELMORE Smith grabs another offensive board for the Braves. Smith on the putback. Pump fakes. Goes up strong. Lays it off the glass and good. What a night for ELMORE Smith. 22 points, 15 rebounds. Once again, the lead is cut to 7. 7.5 to play. The fans here in Boston Garden are stomping and clapping. And JoJo White throws the ball away. He was looking for Havlicek. Havlicek cut to the basket. And White threw it behind him into the hands of Dave Wohl. Buffalo with a chance to cut into the lead as Wohl has it in the front court. 7:21 to play. Buffalo trailing by 7. Havlicek is all over Wohl, denies the pass to the wing. Wohl finally gets it in his hands. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to force one up from deep. And it's offline, no good. But we've got a whistle and a foul, and that is called on Havlicek. Havlicek was right up in his grill, and the ref said he got him on the elbow on the shot attempt. And that will send Dave Wohl to the line for 2 shots. Wohl, a 79% free throw shooter, hits the first. 7 minutes to play. As Wohl steps up for the second free throw and connects. And it is a 5-point game, 94-89. Buffalo has turned up the defensive intensity here in the fourth. And the Celtics have gone cold. Say it ain't so, JoJo, says our Red Sox fan. The pass goes to Chaney on the wing. Chaney guarded out there by Kaufman. Takes the jump shot from the wing. That's too strong. And the rebound again is taken by ELMORE Smith. Smith is dominating the glass here tonight. 16 rebounds. Excuse me. My throat has gone dry. As Randy Smith has the ball knocked away by JoJo White out of bounds, Buffalo retains possession with 13 on the shot clock. 6:40 on the game clock. Kaufman to inbound. What's he going to do? The offense is reset. Randy Smith has the ball in his hands on the outside with only 4 on the shot clock. Smith is going to have to force one up from the perimeter, and it's too strong. Rebound high into the air, and Silas comes up with the loose ball foul, and we've got a whistle, and a loose ball foul is charged to Dick Garrett. Substitutions now on both ends. As Boston has the basketball. Leading by 5, 6:16 to play, quarter number 4. The rookie, Paul Westfall, has it in his hands. Top of the key. Isolated against Wohl. Tries to send a pass over to Cheney, and it's stolen away, taken away by Hilton for the Braves. Rookie mistake by Paul Westfall gives Buffalo another possession and another shot at pulling closer in this fourth quarter. Randy Smith has it in the front court. Guarded loosely by Williams. Dribbles to his left, sends it to Hilton on the outside. 13 on the shot clock. They set a screen for Hilton. Hilton gets into the lane, attacks the rim, goes to the left hand, lays it up and good. A big shot for Hilton. The second-year man, rarely used, but he has cut this to a three-point game with just under 6 minutes to play in the fourth. Here come the Buffalo Braves. It's the last stand here in the Boston Garden. Westfall has it on the outside. Sends it to Cheney on the wing. Cheney penetrates, and he's called for the offensive foul. Oh my goodness. That is 5 fouls on Cheney. And under 6 minutes to play, it is a three-point game. McAdoo back into the game for Buffalo. Hummer and Comives come in. Don Nelson is in the game for Boston. Otherwise, it is the remaining starters. Boston leads by 3. Buffalo with the basketball, looking to cut into the deficit. Randy Smith will run the offense. As our Red Sox fan says, BS, BS, BS. Buffalo looks inside to Hummer. He shoots from close range and scores. My goodness, the Buffalo Braves second unit coming up big here in the fourth quarter. Hilton scores. Hummer scores. It's a one-point game. 5.5 minutes to play. 94-93. Boston clinging to the lead. Celtics with the basketball. They get it down low to Cowens. Cowens working on Hummer. The short jump shot in the land of the Giants is no good. He missed it, and Hummer takes the rebound. Buffalo has a chance to take the lead after trailing by as many as 13 points in the fourth period. 5:20 to play. The ball is in the hands of Randy Smith. Smith calls the play, sends it to Comives on the wing. Comives. Guarded by Havlicek. What's he going to do? He's fearless. He's going to call his own number. From the outside, Comives tries to get it to Hilton on the perimeter. It is knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by Hilton. And that will be a turnover. We've got exhausted players all over the court. And into the game now comes the rookie out of Jacksonville, Harold Fox, to run the point. Paul Silas back into the game for Boston. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to play. Boston with a 1-point lead and the basketball. They've got their starters in the game. Buffalo resting their starters with the exception of McAdoo. McAdoo's on the floor with 5 fouls. White sets up the offense. They send it to Cheney in the paint. Covered out there by Kaufman. 13 on the shot clock. Cheney's going to send it back to White. Open at the free throw line. The deep jump shot is off target. And the rebound is taken by Bob Kaufman. That's a double-double for Kaufman. 20 points, 10 rebounds. And this time the Braves are not going to chance it on the break. They're going to set up the offense. Comives with it on the outside. Is going to look inside to Hummer. Hummer on the low block, guarded by Cowens. Hummer gets around Cowens. The layup is no good. But he is fouled on the play by Cowens, and that is 5 on Dave Cowens. My goodness, what a ball game we are seeing here tonight in the Boston Garden. This is one for the ages. As Hummer goes to the free throw line. Only a 56% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one rolls around the rim and drops. And we are tied at 94. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to play. This game is tied, and I don't believe it. The second shot by Hummer is offline, and the rebound is taken by Havlicek. Boston with the basketball. They are in a shooting slump, as Buffalo has come all the way back from double digits to tie this ball game with 4:41 to play. Celtics set up the offense. It's in the hands of Havlicek. What's he going to do? They set an inside screen for Chaney, covered by the much smaller Comives. Comives knocks it away. White picks it up. White loses it out of play. Another turnover. 27 turnovers on the night for the Celtics. And with 4:34 to play, the Buffalo Braves have the basketball and a chance to take the lead. Comives wants it on the wing. He gets the pass from Kaufman. He takes the shot. It's off target. And the rebound is taken by Cowens. Oh my goodness. The Celtics dodge the bullet there. White wants to run. He's got Havlicek on the wing. Havlicek dribbles the ball to his left. Back to White in the center of the lane. White drives it into the paint. Lays it up and good. JoJo White breaks the tie with that layup. He has got 18 points, and the Celtics have taken back the lead with 4:15 to play. Boston looks inside to McAdoo. McAdoo has been quiet in this second half. He shoots the jump hook over Chaney and scores it. McAdoo ties the game under 4 minutes to play. When will Buffalo come back with their front line? I don't know. But McAdoo and Kaufman are doing fine all by themselves. Hummer has helped out. But they've still got ELMORE Smith on the bench with 22 points and 16 rebounds. 96-96, under 4 to play. Boston with the basketball. White looking to distribute. Can't find any help. Calls for the screen. White takes it into the paint. Dumps it to Cowens on the baseline. Cowens back to White. White pulls the trigger. That's no good. And the rebound for Buffalo is taken by Bob Kaufman. Buffalo with a chance to take the lead. 3:39 to play. It's Comives. Free throw line extended. Looks for the entry pass to McAdoo. McAdoo on the inside, working on Silas. He travels. This is not your modern day NBA. This is the NBA of the 70s, where if you shuffle the feet, they will call traveling. And now we've got all 5 starters in the game for Buffalo. All 5 starters in the game for Boston. 3 minutes, 21 seconds to play. Elimination game for both these teams. And we're tied at 96. The ball goes to Silas on the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock. Wants to feed it inside to Cowens. Cowens working on ELMORE Smith. ELMORE Smith is all over him. Tries to kick it back out to the perimeter. Throws it away. Oh my goodness. Another Boston turnover. Buffalo gets the basketball. 3:10 to play. We're still tied. And once again, they're going to look to McAdoo on the low post. Gets the pass from Randy Smith. And McAdoo clears out. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. That is a Boston Garden call if there ever was one. As Bob McAdoo on the low block is called for the offensive foul. and he has fouled out of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe it. There has been all kinds of crazy stuff happening here tonight. And with 3 minutes to play and the score tied at 96, Bob McAdoo has been called for the offensive foul, and he has fouled out of the ball game. Can Boston capitalize? 3 minutes to play. Havlicek on the outside. Drives to the basket. He double dribbles. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Another turnover by Havlicek. That is 29 turnovers for Boston. As our Red Sox fan says, that is one of the fairest calls I have ever seen. I assume he wasn't talking about the double dribble that they just recorded for John Havlicek. 2:47 to play. Tied at 96. Buffalo sets up the offense. It comes into Hummer down low. He's got the inside screen. He's got a mismatch down low. Now here comes the double team. Hummer finds Smith on the low block. Smith shoots and scores. ELMORE Smith breaks the tie on a brilliant assist by Hummer. 98-96, Buffalo in the lead. 2.5 minutes to play. Boston with the basketball. White from the outside takes the long jump shot. It's off target. High into the air, bounces the rebound, and Cowens grabs the rebound. But we've got a whistle and a loose ball foul on Silas. Oh my goodness. The fans in Boston Garden are not at all happy about that one. As the rebound went high into the air, and it looked like Silas gave a little shove to ELMORE Smith, allowing Cowens to grab the rebound. But the whistle and the loose ball foul on Silas gives the ball back to Buffalo, leading by 2 with 2.5 minutes to play. I do not believe how this fourth quarter has gone, and our Red Sox fan does not believe how this fourth quarter has gone either. This is great. 98-96, Boston with the lead and the basketball. Randy Smith has the ball on the outside. 18 feet away. He drives. Cowens cuts him off. The shot is off target. No whistle on the play. Silas grabs the rebound. Boston with another chance to tie as we've reached the 2-minute mark. Havlicek has the ball top of the key. Picked up by Wohl. He sees Cowens open on the baseline. Cowens from 10 feet out. Shoots and scores. Finally, the Celtics get a basket. We're tied at 98. 1:59 to play. Boston Garden is on its feet. They cannot believe what they have seen out of their beloved Celtics in this fourth period debacle. 14 on the shot clock. Randy Smith working on JoJo White. Shot clock running down. Smith is going to have to put one up in a hurry. And it's off target. Rebound is kicked away out of bounds. Boston basketball. (98-98). 1:27 to play as the Celtics set the offense. Open inside is Cowens. Working down low against ELMORE Smith. This has been a big battle all night long. Can Cowens convert? No, the shot is too strong. And Dave Wohl takes the rebound for Buffalo. Good defense by ELMORE Smith. Denies Cowens and gives Buffalo the chance to take the lead here. 1:06 to play. Buffalo looking inside to Kaufman. Kaufman in the paint. Has it knocked away by Chaney and stolen by White. An ugly pass. 1:03 to play. Boston has the ball. We're tied at 98. JoJo White brings it into the front court. And I need a drink. Diet Dr. Pepper. Final minute of play. The entry pass goes to Silas. Silas in a crowd. It's now or never. Steps around Hummer. Lays it up and good. Paul Silas, not the first offensive option in anybody's playbook, but he got loose and converted to give Boston a 2-point lead. 52 seconds to play. It's still anybody's ball game here in the Boston Garden. Buffalo wants to go to Elmore Smith down low. The ball is knocked away. Last touch by Elmore Smith. That's a turnover. And Boston has the basketball. 100-98, 38 seconds to play. Buffalo needs a stop here. As they turn the ball over on the possession, Elmore Smith could not handle the entry pass. And out of bounds it goes. 34 seconds on the clock. 19 on the shot clock. Boston in no hurry. They get it inside to Silas again. Silas works his way into the paint. Can he play the part of the hero? Double pumps. Attacks the rim. Shoots and scores. Paul Silas with 4 big points down the stretch has given Boston a 4-point lead with only 25 seconds to play. Paul Silas coming up huge for the Celtics. And now Buffalo has got to hurry. They're going to have to go to the quick shot option. They send it right inside to Elmore Smith. Pounding the ball in the paint. The short shot is no good. Hummer grabs the rebound on the weak side. Hummer tries for the putback. In the face of Cowens. And he cannot get it to go. And Cowens takes the rebound. 11 seconds to play. Boston leading by 4. Havlicek takes it into the front court. Havlicek wants to burn some clock. They go for the steal. And Smith gets the steal. Randy Smith gets the steal. It's 3-on-2 going the other way, but there's only 4 seconds remaining to play. Kaufman has the basketball on the wing. He finds Randy Smith inside for the easy layup. The finger roll is good, but there's only 1 second to play. It's a 2-point game. I don't think Buffalo can get anything to happen here. And with 1 second to play, Havlicek lets the clock run and Buffalo is unable to foul. What a game. Oh my goodness, I may never sleep again. And our Red Sox will definitely not sleep tonight, as Paul Silas is the hero of this one. 15 points, but none bigger than the final 4 points he scored to give Boston the winning margin, as the Celtics only managed 10 points in that fourth quarter. A painful quarter indeed, but with a happy ending for the Celtics, as Paul Silas puts on the hero's helmet and takes this one home for the Celtics. The Celtics will move on to the silver tier of the playoffs. As we say thank you to our Red Sox fan, to D. Scott Howard, Zalapsky Smurf, Captain Carl, and of course everybody who hung out with me the first time around. I certainly appreciate your patience tonight. I don't know if it was the sound or whether it was the switch to Google, but we've got the playoff brackets on the screen now as Boston moves on by a score of 102 to 100. Boston was the higher of the two seeds to advance, so they will get the 7 seed in the silver tier, and they will move on to a best 2 out of 3 against Charlie Scott and the Phoenix Suns. The Seattle Supersonics will head down to Atlanta to take on Pistol Pete Maravich and the Hawks. All right, thank you again to everybody who hung out with us here tonight for a very exciting ball game. As our Red Sox fan says, they were stuck on 92 forever. And in fact, let's go take a look at that. And let's see, as we look at the fourth quarter box score here. Yeah, JoJo White scored a basket with 8 minutes, with 7:52 to play. And they were stuck at 94 for over 3 minutes. As Buffalo came back to tie the game on the free throws by Hummer. White made the basket at 4:15 to break the tie and break the 3-minute scoring drought. But then McAdoo and Smith came back to put Buffalo ahead 98-96. That set the stage for the controversial offensive foul called on McAdoo that sent him to the bench. And it was Boston then that went on a 6-0 run. Cowens tied it. Silas put them ahead and clinched it. And the last-second layup by Randy Smith was meaningless. All right, thank you again to everybody who checked things out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with Heartland Championship Wrestling. And until then, that's our stream, and I am out of here.